Welcome to the Militia Gaming Community. I'm Trigger Militia, and today I will be reviewing the Logitec G Pro. Let's go! Alright, I know this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to say like and subscribe, but it's my least favorite part of every video I personally watch, and I don't think it's really good for the channel long term. I don't want you liking the video and subscribing just because I said so. I'd much rather you like it because you actually enjoyed it, and subscribe if this is the kind of thing you're actually into. Enough preaching, let's get into the review already. As always, I break down my reviews into 8 sections. There are timestamps in the description down below if you want to skip around, and here we go. First up, let's take a look at what you get in the box. The G Pro gaming headset itself, a USB external sound card, a detachable mic, a 2-meter cable with inline volume and mute controls, and a Y splitter for PC players. The Logitech G Pro gaming headset looks amazing. I love the stitched leatherette headband cover, the matte black ear cup mounts, and the metal logo plates on the sides of the ear cups that have sort of a radial brushed metal finish with a polished logo in the center. It definitely reminds me of the HyperX Cloud Alpha or the Cloud 2s, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was made in the same factory as some of the HyperX models, because it features a lot of the same stylings. The ear cups themselves are larger than most competitors, which is great for accommodating large ears without being unusable by people with smaller ears. The ear pillows are made of foam and a leatherette material with nylon driver covers and a soft touch matte black plastic housing. The wires to the ear cups are coiled, which I think looks really cool compared to just being loose or straight like some of the other headsets on the market. It might seem like that's just for looks, but the coiled wires actually have some function to it. Depending on the angle of each player's head, the wire will have a different amount of slack in it. With a self-coiling wire, the slack is immediately taken up so you don't have a hanging wire that could irritate you or possibly get snagged on something. It's a subtle touch that makes you think about the attention to detail Logitech has put into this headset. And both of the mic and audio cables are detachable for easy storage and safe travel. This headset feels very robust. It has a metal frame that flexes where it needs to, but is firm in all the right places. The leatherette material around the headband seems sturdy but feels soft to the touch. I'm not afraid to flatten, bend, and twist this headset. It can definitely take some serious abuse. I'm fairly rough with my gear, but this headset held up really great. You can see from these photos this headset looks brand new. I rate the build and durability very high, and I'd put this headset up against any headset in the gaming industry. Using this headset on an Xbox One was very easy. I just plugged it into my controller and that was it. The first time I plugged it in, however, I needed to restart my Xbox with it plugged into my controller. For some reason, the headset wasn't getting any power from the controller, and restarting it fixed the issue. I've had this problem before with other headsets, and it seems to be a problem with Xbox, not necessarily the headset. If this happens to you, try turning off and then back on your controller first. If that doesn't work, reset your console. This headset features an inline mute button and volume control. Nothing tricky, just a simple slider button and a volume knob. One thing I didn't like, and maybe I'm nitpicking here, but I hated how long the audio cable was. I sit in an office chair and had it plugged into my controller, and the excess cable would get caught under the wheels and legs of my chair because it was literally dragging on the floor. This headset is not exclusively meant for Xbox, so I think the cable was designed to go behind a computer tower as well. Whatever the case is, it's entirely too long for me and got in my way a lot. Other than that, it was very easy to use. Keep in mind that I tested this headset specifically for Xbox players, as I do with all of the products that I review, so there are some features that are only available on PC, but I will get into that in a minute. The sound quality is above average, but it's not going to win any awards. Everything sounds great at low and medium volumes, but everything sounds super cluttered and muddy at higher volumes. The bass is the clearest at a medium volume, but there is sort of a sweet spot where you can increase it to about 70 to 75% volume, where you can get a really nice punchy boomy bass that doesn't muddy the highs and the mids. I recommend turning the volume setting on your Xbox all the way up and then adjusting the volume with your headset volume knob to get the perfect balance. The soundstage is definitely not up to par with other headsets in its price range. You need to crank the volume up really high to hear the footsteps from far away, so it's not the best choice for battle royales and shooters, although grenade explosions and gunfire sounds amazing, so it's a bit of a give and take. Party chat comes through super clear at all volumes, but you will need to adjust the chat mixer in the Xbox settings to get it just right. I did have an echo problem in party chat, but it went away after resetting my Xbox. Overall, the sound quality is good, but not great. It gets the job done, but I'd like to be able to hear footsteps a bit easier and be able to turn up the volume higher and higher without it sounding cluttered. That might be possible with Logitech's G Hub software because that offers audio EQ profiles that have been tuned specifically by pro gamers. Unfortunately, this is not a feature that Xbox players can take advantage of because it requires using the external USB sound card, which does not work with Xbox. It will only work with PC. We are stuck with the stock tuning of this headset, so my earlier comments about the sound quality will stand for all of the Xbox players out there. The mic on this Logitech G Pro is a boom style mic with a small poofy ball pop filter on the end of it. Its ability to record my voice while not picking up much of the sound in the room was quite good, and my voice came through clear on the other end. Like I said earlier, I had an echo problem in chat, but Xbox was to blame, not the headset, and never did my party audio play back through the mic, so I'm pretty pleased with the quality of this mic, although it's not something I would necessarily record audio with. There are much better options in the $100 price range specifically for recording. But if you want to have a gaming headset that can also do decent voiceovers for your gameplay, then this headset would work out really well for both. Let's put the headset mic to the test now so you can hear it for yourself. This is a mic test for the Logitech G Pro headset, and a great time for a random fact about me. I've worked in the bicycle industry for more than a decade, but my true passion is right here in video games. Again, this was a mic test for the Logitech G Pro headset. Alright, so there you have it, the mic test for the Logitech G Pro. Let's move on. The ear cups of the Logitech G Pro are very large, which is great because it puts most of the clamping force on your head and not on the soft tissue around your ears. There is plenty of room no matter what size your ears are. I found it to be very comfortable, but not quite as comfortable as some of the HyperX models I've tested. I think the main difference is the amount of clamping force the G Pro puts on your head. It's a bit stronger than, say, a Cloud Alpha or a Cloud X. It's definitely not an uncomfortable headset, as I was able to wear it for up to 4 hours without taking it off. That's honestly a long time, but to compare it once again to my Cloud Alphas, I can wear them for nearly 6 hours without giving my head a break. Most normal people don't game for 4 to 6 hours straight anyways, so I would say this headset is more than sufficient in the comfort department. The Logitech G Pro comes in two models, the G Pro and the G Pro X. The difference between them being that the G Pro X features DTS surround sound and can only be used for the PC, while the G Pro can be used across all platforms. So for my Xbox Militia out there, the price for the G Pro is $100 on Logitech's website, but you can get them at the time I recorded this on Amazon for $91.99. I've put a link in the description down below if you're interested in picking them up and supporting the channel at the same time. To me, this headset at $100 is a good value, but not a great one. If you ever see it for $75 or under, it's an absolute steal. Do not hesitate to pick one up. As I mentioned, this headset works very well with Xbox. However, the ability to use the pro gamer's custom EQ profiles via the Logitech's G Hub software is not possible, and therefore I can't say that it's fully compatible. Without this feature, the USB external sound card that's included in the box is also useless for Xbox players. That being said, the headset still functions well with its stock sound profile and is very comparable to the HyperX Cloud Alpha particularly for Xbox players. If you're planning on using this headset on a PC, then I would say it's definitely more bang for your buck than the HyperX Cloud Alpha, but maybe not quite as comfortable. Now for the good news. Like my last headset review, I will be giving this headset away to one of you lucky viewers. All you need to do is leave a comment on this video with your honest opinion of this review. I'm really interested in your feedback, so please be honest, even if that feels like you might hurt my feelings. I like hearing about how I might be able to improve my reviews, so please be constructive. I'll draw a random winner from the comments section when the video reaches 1,000 views. This means you have an amazing chance at winning, so please give me your feedback. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's wrap this up. The G Pro headset has a very robust and attractive design with about 4 hours of continuous comfort. While I wouldn't call the audio professional while using it on Xbox, I definitely think it's good enough to warrant the price tag, especially with the other features in mind, and it did work very well with Xbox and was extremely easy to use. $100 is definitely worth it, but if you can find it on sale, I would scoop it up real quick. And that's all. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Trigger out.